Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, I want you to picture something for just a second. Imagine that every single day you wake up to a fresh, totally blank canvas. You're the artist, and you've got the brush in your hand. That brush? Well, those are the choices you make from the exact moment your alarm goes off. So the real question is, what are you going to paint today? You see, elevating your life to a higher level, it doesn't just happen by chance. It happens by design. Based on the timeless wisdom of Jim Rohn, every single day is an opportunity for improvement. It's a chance to sharpen your skills, refine your thinking, and really construct a masterpiece.
All right, let's dive into this. We've got a roadmap today covering 10 essential areas for daily improvement, and we're breaking them down into 6 cohesive chapters. 1. The canvas of your life. 2. Mastering your inner foundation. 3. Expanding your external world. 4. Managing time and money. 5. Finding purpose and gratitude. And finally, 6. The power of small steps.
Chapter 1, The Canvas of Your Life, Setting the Stage. Before we can improve specific areas, we really have to understand the fundamental mechanics of how success and failure actually operate on a day-to-day basis. Jim Rohn noted that success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And this brilliantly illustrates a core truth, right? We often think of success as this massive dramatic event, like a giant leap across a chasm, but it's really not. It's the little changes, the ones we honestly overlook most of the time, that make the absolute biggest difference over time. It's reading a few pages of a book, saving a couple bucks, or just taking an extra minute to listen to a friend. Now, contrast that with failure. Failure isn't a massive explosion or some sudden catastrophic event. It's literally just a few errors in judgment repeated every single day. The difference between these two paths lies entirely in the small things you choose to do. Over 5 years, the compound effect of a minor daily discipline versus a minor daily error is absolutely staggering. Moving right along to Chapter 2, Mastering Your Inner Foundation, the Core 3. Every great masterpiece needs a rock-solid, unshakable base. If your internal world is chaotic, well, your external world is going to reflect that chaos. So, here are the first 3 of our 10 essential areas for daily improvement: attitude, self-discipline, and mindset. These internal elements are basically the filter through which you experience reality, and they dictate how you interact with literally everything else in life. Let's start with attitude. Attitude isn't just some fleeting feeling. It's how you see the world, approach problems, and handle challenges. Think of your attitude as a powerful magnet. It either draws opportunities right in or it forcefully pushes them away. You know that person who complains about absolutely everything? How much success do they usually attract? Yeah. Not much. But if you work on being just a little more optimistic today, a little more patient tomorrow, you're adding small bricks to a strong foundation. You'll literally start to see doors open that were entirely invisible to you before.
Next up is self-discipline, the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. You could have the most brilliant ideas in the world, but without discipline, talent is pretty much useless. Now here's the secret. Discipline isn't just about white-knuckling through life with raw willpower. It's about building small habits. If you make it a daily habit to read just 10 pages of a good book, the habit eventually takes over. Suddenly, learning and growing becomes totally effortless.
The third inner pillar is mindset. Are limiting beliefs holding you back? We often think we can't do something simply because we haven't done it yet. Jim Rohn actually shares a great anecdote about a man who was stuck, constantly viewing every single obstacle as insurmountable. But when he started reading a few uplifting pages a morning and practicing gratitude at night, he completely shifted his focus from problems to solutions. His entire life transformed, all from the daily practice of challenging limiting beliefs. Instead of saying, "I can't," you're training your mind to say, "I am learning how to." Which brings us to Chapter 3, Expanding Your External World, Connecting and Growing. Now we're expanding our capabilities with the next 3 essential areas: communication, knowledge, and personal development. Once your inner foundation is secure, these are the tools you're going to use to connect with the world, increase your influence, and expand your value in the marketplace. Let's look at communication. The absolute best communicators in the world, they actually rarely talk. Sounds a bit contradictory, right? But it's so true. They listen with deep empathy to understand, not just to formulate their next response. Think about how many conflicts or massive misunderstandings you've had in your life simply because of poor communication. If you improve your listening skills just a fraction every day, you will build immense trust and avoid countless unnecessary problems. Then we have knowledge. The world is changing so rapidly, if you aren't learning, you're actively falling behind. Consider this profound piece of advice from Jim Rohn's mentor, Mr. Schaaf. Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. The most successful people out there are lifelong learners. They read, they listen to seminars, they study every single day. The more value you bring to the marketplace through your acquired knowledge, the higher your rewards are going to be. And the crucial point regarding personal development is this: you attract what you become. Life is all about growth. It's not just about learning new things. It's also about unlearning old, toxic habits that just don't serve you anymore. If you want a highly successful business or an amazing relationship, you can't just demand it. You have to daily evolve into the caliber of person who is actually worthy of attracting those things. All right, let's turn to Chapter 4, Managing Time and Money, Your Critical Resources. Let's talk about time management. We all get the exact same 24 hours, yet some people build empires while others just stay busy. Notice I said busy, not productive. Being busy on things that don't move the needle is a massive trap. To fix this daily, Step 1, map your priorities first thing in the morning. Step 2, ruthlessly eliminate distractions. And Step 3, which actually surprises a lot of people, is to plan for rest. Rest is just as important as action. If you don't schedule your recharge time, you will inevitably burn out. The exact same daily discipline applies to your finances. Have you ever looked at your bank statement and wondered where on earth your money went? That's why you must track your expenses, create a budget, and follow the absolute golden rule. Spend less than you earn and invest the rest. It sounds incredibly simple, I know, but it requires the daily discipline of delaying gratification. It literally means saying no to an unnecessary expense today so you can say yes to financial freedom tomorrow.
Chapter 5, Finding Purpose and Gratitude, the Emotional Core.
It's so vital to realize that purpose isn't something that's just magically handed to you all at once. You don't just wake up one morning with a perfectly formatted life mission statement. Purpose is something you actively discover, cultivate, and refine every single day. By aligning your daily actions with your core values, your purpose becomes clearer and much stronger. It's the ultimate why that keeps you pushing forward when things inevitably get tough.
And right alongside purpose is gratitude. Practicing daily gratitude is like a snowball rolling down a hill. It creates a massive, positive cycle of abundance. When you focus on what is right in your life, even during hard times, you shift away from a mindset of scarcity and fear. Jim tells a story of a woman who lost her job and her relationship, and she was feeling totally lost. But by simply writing down one small thing she was grateful for every single day, she shifted her perspective, saw new opportunities, and completely rebuilt her life. Gratitude softens us, it makes us generous, and it builds immense resilience.
Finally, Chapter 6, The Power of Small Steps, Bringing It Together. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. The real secret to lasting transformation isn't a giant leap. It's not found in making one massive dramatic change. It's found in committing to the process of becoming just a tiny bit better than you were yesterday. When you focus on the daily process, rather than obsessing over the final outcome, success becomes the natural, inevitable result of your compounded actions. Which leaves us with this final, vital question for you. What small improvement will you make today? Will you read 10 pages? Will you track your spending? Will you reach out and genuinely listen to someone you appreciate? Don't wait for the perfect time because, spoiler alert, the perfect time doesn't exist. Pick just one of the 10 areas we explored. Start with what you have, where you are, and take one actionable step right now. The brush is in your hand. Go paint your masterpiece.